develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. To make this a seamless meeting, a few requests from everyone. I would request all role players to kindly prefix your role to your name. It'll be easier for everyone to identify. Secondly, since it is a meeting in an online environment, it would be wonderful if we could please turn those phones down on a no ring mode so that nobody gets disturbed during the meeting. Request all participants today who are going to be speaking to please do an audio video check as well as to do a check of the timer cards. You should be having 100% visibility of the timer cards before you begin your role today. In case any reservations about this meeting being recorded, request you to please let us know. Another very important component is at Toastmasters, we refrain from speaking about sex, religion, and politics. I would request others to please refrain from disturbing members while they are speaking. A great way would be to show the thumbs up sign. You could also use the reaction buttons, which are available to us on Zoom, and you can go all out with those buttons. It will not create a disturbance. To keep the meeting really live and encouraging, it would be wonderful if we greet everyone with an applause, when they're starting their roles, so that it is just highly, highly energetic for everyone. And with this, it is my privilege to welcome our presiding officer for the day. I wonder who he is. Oh, someone who needs absolutely no introduction because he has been here with Toastmaster, the Enunciators Toastmaster Club, for so long. And my apologies for saying this, probably has become the geriatric of this club. However, we totally love you. And with that, let's give a thunderous applause to our Toastmaster, Babu Narayan, who is also the president of our club. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the Sergeant at Arms for that cool introduction on, I'm sure, a cool wintry morning, wherever you are, wherever you're logging in from, whether it's Mumbai, Delhi, Patiala, or Timbuktu. Welcome to yet another meeting of Enunciators Toastmasters Club. Esteemed Toastmasters and distinguished guests, for all those of you who follow cricket and those who've been following women's cricket in particular, you would be aware that the women's team is coming off a high, having won the World Cup recently. And I was listening to one of the interviews which one of the women cricketers was having with a channel. And the interviewer asked her, after applauding her for her exploits, for her batting prowess on the cricket field. This one was a girl cricketer by name Richa Sharma, and she was being compared to another prolific Indian cricketer, Virendra Sehwag. And when she was told that she had shades of Virendra Sehwag in her batting, while she soaked in the admiration and the applause, She turned back and said, I think I have my own identity. I may have modeled my batting on Virendra Sehwag, but I am Richa Sharma. The point here is that many of us have got our own icons, our role models, whom we look up to, mentors, which I'll be speaking about, of course, later on. But many a time we try to chase their dreams instead of modeling our own dreams on the basis of what they have guided us to. In other words, we need to carve our own path. While we have set our own goals, we need to shape our own paths while using the inputs that we may receive from our icons and role models. So while setting our goals, reach them, reach them beyond your limits, but make sure that in the process, you have established your own identity. So, with that said, let us move on with our session today. And let us see if we have any of our guests. I don't see anyone. Perhaps we could have a few words from our recent division champion Toastmaster Arindam. He is going to be my evaluator later on in the day. But welcome, Toastmaster Arindam, and perhaps a few words from you to set the tone for what is to follow. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Babu. And it feels great to be here. One of the reasons is Toastmaster Sunish knows because when our club was chartered last year and I gave my first icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Sunish was my first evaluator who evaluated my speech. And the words of encouragement which he gave, it really helped me motivate to give my best. And honestly speaking, even at the division contest, my thought process was very simple. I had nothing to lose. And with that intent, I went on, gave my HSC as well as my ESC. And the best part of being in Toastmasters is no matter how many times you falter, there is always someone who will hold your hands and say, this is not right, this is the correct way to go in. And being in a club, ours is a corporate club, and we cannot unfortunately take members from other club. But by visiting other club, other online club or other clubs, it gives a great opportunity to set the tone and also to learn so many good things about the club. And I love the way our sergeant at arms have given the energy on a Sunday morning. I let me tell you from the bottom of my heart, I have attended many online clubs, but this is the best introduction which I've ever received. I mean, thanks to you, and I loved your energy. And thanks to Toastmaster Vijay, I've met him recently in the division contest as well. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to come here. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arindam, for being here in our presence. And in fact, I think you have given a mini speech on what mentoring is all about. So I'm not too sure whether I should be speaking again. But I think this is what we talk of one champion who mentors another champion in the making. And that has been so well demonstrated here by Toastmasters Sanish and Toastmaster Arindam. And with that, let us now move forward with the rest of the session. And to take us forward, we have a Toastmaster who is undoubtedly a champion Toastmaster. You've seen him all over the place on posters, on podiums, on the stage, behind, forward, back, front, right, left, center. He is, of course, goes without saying, a passionate Toastmaster who is so much into public speaking that whenever we have a role to play, he's always there to fit in. And that's how he is here today. He is, of course, a passionate traveler as well. And undoubtedly a voracious reader. So please let us put our hands together for this affable, amiable, adorable Toastmaster. Toastmaster Sunish, the stage is all yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Babu, for that wonderful and amazing introduction. You know, in Toastmasters, every time you are being introduced, you feel like that character, that movie or that epic history where you're walking in and then somebody rolling out and falling out. That's what I think people come up and keep on taking up the rules, that warm and wonderful introduction. I'm sure at home nobody says stuff like at home. My parents, okay, go and get this stuff from the grocery. This needs to become this one. This is the only place where we are introduced. There is a 5 minute introduction. Probably if we are even coming on screen for one time. So, like Toastmaster Arindam said, I'm going to reiterate, loved the energy and the vibe with which Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Akansha started that. Let's keep that rolling. And again, thank you for keeping your videos on. That's one of the things sometimes I have seen in an online club. Many times we are hesitant, okay, I'm traveling or I'm occupied in something else. But it is good to see we have almost each and everyone keeping a video on. And what it does is it makes us intentional. It makes us conscious. Okay, we are doing one thing, let us be focused over that. And that brings me to today's theme, that is about rituals. Now, when I say rituals, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? If you could unmute yourself, is it something related to something maybe spiritual or devotion, or what is it that comes? If you can say it in one word, anything you can unmute. Yes, Nidhi.
According to me, ritual is nothing like to sit in the front of an idol. Ritual is something what you are feel from inside about your work. That is a way of my ritual to understand.
Inside how you feel about it. Yes, Preeti.
A ritual that I am performing every day, in and out, consistently, and following that routine.
Okay. Preeti, thank you. So something related to routine, something you are following consistently in and out. Thank you, Preeti, for that. One more before we go ahead. Any words?
For me, it's as soon as I wake up, since my kids and wife are not here, as soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is make my bed.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Arindam, for sharing that. That is a famous book. I think a US Admiral had written that one thing you can do is make up your bed the moment you get up in the morning. So thanks, Arindam, for bringing that. And that's how you set up for yourself, prime your brain for the day. Yes, Akanksha. I see your hand raised, so I'm like, yeah.
A ritual for me is something that actually converts into a habit because you're doing it repeatedly and consistently.
Thank you. Thank you, Akanksha. Ritual, if you do it consistently, it kind of becomes habit. So it's something positive, constructive you want to bring in your life. Now, let me share a snippet why I found that interest in ritual, right? Like this, necessity is a mother of invention. Somewhere you either grow or somewhere you're stuck. That's when you look out for such practices. For if you look, rituals create consistency in an unpredictable world. You see, most of the time, life is chaotic. Moods fluctuate, motivation rises, and sometimes it falls. Ritual can give us our mind a stable anchor. It tells our brain, I know what is coming. Now, for me, the first time I felt the sense of having some kind of ritual was after a long day at work, I couldn't sleep. I'm still thinking about my work day. This needs to be done. This I couldn't do this. So when I went to bed, I couldn't close my day, and that was interrupting my sleep a lot. I was still thinking about what I could have done differently during the day, or maybe tomorrow, what are the things I am looking forward to, maybe I'm feeling anxious about. And that's when I somewhere bought an evening ritual. Certain, maybe couple of things like journaling, and maybe, I don't know, some of you have heard about taking a cool bath, or maybe putting your leg in a warm water with salt in. So certain things I started doing that so that I can cleanse my mind. I know my day is over. So since couple of you talked about morning ritual, I want to talk something different than evening ritual. Now, if you look at celebrities, even us as public speaker, we can also bring this ritual to ground ourselves and focus. Before that, let me share a small snippet of one of my favorite celebrity. That is, how many of you watch lawn tennis? Can I see a raise of hands? All right. So, Akansha, so a couple of you can connect with this. So, can someone confirm if they are able to see?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
See now?
Your voice is breaking, Sunish, in between.
Okay. Can you see the video?
And the ball boy puts the fallen water bottle right side
We can't see your video. We can
up.
hear mute. That means whatever the sound is.
No.
Just take a moment.
Yes, the screen is sharing now.
It's sharing, right?
Sharing
Everyone
content is not
bursts
there.
into laughter, making sure the ball boy puts the fallen water bottle right side up. Everyone bursts into laughter. Making sure the logo on the water bottle faces the net is one of Nadal's 12 routines. When entering the court, he always steps in with his right foot, holds a racket in his left hand, and carries a bag with 5 rackets in his other hand. Before serving, he adjusts his pants, sweeps his hair back, touches his nose, and then finally serves the ball. Additionally, 45 minutes before the match, he must take a cold shower, ensure his socks are at the same height, and if he's moving around, he always has to run. When switching courts or after breaks, he only moves after his opponent stands up. After every point, he wipes his entire body with a towel. He follows these 12 hectic routines without fail in every match.
So I hope you were able to see and hear that. So Naga is one of my favorite, I'm so sportsman celebrities I look up to, and I found it very funny. Every time before serving, he would flick hair over here, then the t-shirt, then this. Imagine in a long tennis match, like so he need to do. Every time he does that, it's something allows him to be in control of himself before serving. Even the water, he wants it, the sticker to face him. And if somebody goes and changes it, in between the match, he goes and changes it. So that kind of, it's I would say it's an extreme kind of ritual. But what I picked up from that for us also, maybe while coming on stage for public speaking, do we have some kind of ritual or not? Or are we just feeling anxious? Oh, I need to go on stage and give speech. What is it that is in our control? And what are the small micro things we can do to prime ourselves and bring our mind? Before we get deeper into that, let's jump into today's session. And there are 3 people who would be helping me to carry on today's session. And the first is the grammarian. She's So today's grammarian is someone who brings clarity, warmth, and a deep love for communication into every space she enters. She is a leadership and intelligence coach, a Toastmaster, and a passionate advocate for mindful communication. As a grammarian coach, she will listen keenly, appreciate effective language, and gently guide us toward better and richer expression. Let's welcome with a warm applause Toastmaster Shweta.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sunish Babu, for introducing me and the role that I'm going to do today so well. So today's theme is rituals, small acts that shape big lives. And as the grammarian, I feel extremely seen because my entire job today is built on a ritual you all know very well. Listening carefully and quietly judging you, looking out for those googlies, only in a very loving Toastmasters way, though. And just like daily rituals, like morning journaling, evening gratitude, or that sacred moment we promise 5 more minutes of sleep, please. Good language habits are small acts that create big communicators. To honor today's theme, the word of the day is consistent. And some of you have already hit it out of the park. So, consistent is an adjective, which means acting or done in the same way over and over again, reliable, steady, and dependable. For example, even 5 minutes of consistent reading every day can transform your thinking because nothing shapes our growth more than showing up, not perfectly, not consistently. I encourage you to use this word into your speeches, table topics, and evaluations. Use it boldly, use it beautifully, or you can use it very sneakily, but just use it consistently. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. The role of art is being played by Toastmaster Ananya Bhattacharya. And I asked you guys, right? If you don't send me your introduction, I'll be introducing you in my own way. So the first library is going to be Toastmaster Ananya. And when I Google Ananya Bhattacharya on Google, she is a journalist with more than 9 years of experience. So let's welcome Toastmaster Ananya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Sunish Babu. But sadly, I'm not that Ananya Bhattacharya, the deporter. I'm the nutritionist and the life coach. But thank you anyways, because you were not introduced before. Thank you very much. So thank you, Toastmaster Sunish, and to all the fellow Toastmasters and the guests. I'm Ananya Bhattacharya. I will be the R counter for the day today. My role as an R counter is to record unnecessary sounds used by the speakers and the role bearers. They include the crutch sounds, and filler words, but, like, so, okay. Filler phrases, you know, and so, etc. Extremely long pauses. The crutch words or filler sounds obstruct the smooth flow of speech, can be annoying to the listeners at the same time, decreasing the value of the speech. Therefore, the R counter notes these words and phrases in order to help the speaker become aware of them and minimize the use of these words and phrases in future. I will present the R counter report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananya, and thanks for taking it in a light note. Me pulling your leg. Moving ahead, the role of timer is being played by Toastmaster Rehan. I had met Rehan for the first time before outside Toastmaster. I had met Rehan, and both of us had joined a training classes, and we met there. And I know Rehan is a very dedicated hardworking. We took initiative in terms of reaching out in our community, asking, okay, we would like to maybe connect on after the classes and maybe discuss together. So I've known Rihan from that. He's a very hardworking and someone who takes initiative and enjoys attending networking events. So I've known that we have attended a lot of networking events. Who do you, Rihan?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunish. All right. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I am Toastmaster Rehan Ansari and I am the timer for today's meeting. As a timer, I will record the time duration of every speech. Every speaker is given a specific time limit. So, I will be using these color cards to signal the speakers. In the case of project speakers, when the speaker reaches the minimum time allotted, I will show green card. So I'm showing green card here. Can you show green? Can you see?
Yes, we can.
When the speaker reaches to midpoint of time allotted, I will display yellow card. Let me show yellow card. Hope it is visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yellow.
Yeah. At the end of the speaking time, I will show red card. Show red card here. All right.
It's
Is it
red.
visible?
It's red.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rehan. And the role of listener is being played today by someone who is an educationist with more than 3 decades of experience in school and is currently a freelancer. Please help me welcome with a warm round of applause Toastmaster Preeti.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. I was waiting to hear that you Googled my name. So I wanted to know what you came to know. Who am I? I am the podcaster as well. So when you will Google, you will come to know that also. So today I am playing the role of a listener. And as it says, as we know, and it is very much clear, that a large part of communication is always about listening. It is said that communication is a two-way process. When we communicate, we speak and listen both. We are, however, only taught to speak in schools, colleges, and even home. Rarely are we taught to listen. Our focus is always on speaking. Being a good listener means being present in the moment. And it needs motivation as it allows us to understand the other person's expression of thought. There are various levels of listening too. We will not get into that detail because of the paucity of time. A Toastmasters International encourages this through the role of a listener. As listeners, we may want to encourage ourselves constantly to listen attentively and consistently. I am not here listening to all alone. Everybody with me is requested to listen to everybody attentively. Regarding my role, it allows me to keep a tab on all the speeches and communication by our speakers and take excerpts out of them. Once again, I request all of you, please listen attentively, intently, as towards the end, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall come up with a quiz and encourage participation based on your skills. Thank you. Happy listening, happy participating, and let us keep performing our rituals religiously, small acts that shape big lives. Over to you, TMOD Sunish Babu. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. And I Google and checked out. So those of you who have time today on Sunday, do check out YouTube of Dr. Preeti Futela. I hope I am saying the name correctly. And she shares her experiences, insights, and learnings on YouTube to empower individuals in personal and professional journeys. I hope I am reading the right, and which are not, I am certainly am.
Thank you.
Now, a Toastmaster meeting comprises of 3 sessions: prepared speech, table topic, and gender evaluation. Now we have introduced the role players. Now we'll get into the first part, that is the prepared speeches. And before I call upon the speaker, I will call upon the first evaluator. And we already heard the introduction beforehand. The meeting is someone who recently won the division M evaluation speech contest and humorous speech contest, and he is a father of two. That's something I learned from his speech. And everything he is getting into, whether it's kids or whether they're twin trophies which he won recently. So let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Arindam, who is also the president of his club, Inos.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Sunish. My target speaker, Toastmaster Babu, will be delivering his Level 2 Project 4 speech in the Pathway Effective Coaching. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly identify how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. Timer, kindly note that the speech time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Babu. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arindam. Can you tell me your title? You have sent me mentoring, but my WhatsApp have hanged.
You want to know the title?
Yes.
It's Mentoring, the Ring of Success.
Toastmaster Babu. Mentoring the ring of success. Mentoring the ring of success, Toastmaster Babu.
Thank you. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you. It is said that behind every successful man, there is a woman, and vice versa. Well, I don't know much about this statement, but I do know that behind every successful person, there is a supporter and consistent mentor to guide his or her goals along the way. And talking about mentors and proteges who come by default whenever you speak about a mentor, a few names come to my mind readily. If you look at the world of IT and finance, we have the likes of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs, or rather Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. If you look at the world of aerospace, we have Vikram Sarabhai of the famous ISRO and our most popular president, late President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And if you want to peek into the world of Toastmasters, you have English teacher Mrs. Chopra and yours truly, Babu Narayan. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, good morning. In life, we always look up to someone more experienced, more knowledgeable than us to guide us on the path of self-development and personal growth. In fact, the ideology of mentoring is very old. I would say, in fact, ancient. If you go back to our mythology, you will remember that we had the likes of Dronacharya, who was a tutor, trainer, and a mentor for the Pandavas and the Kauravas. We had a sage Vasishta, who was the preceptor of Lord Rama. And you also had the one and only Lord Krishna, who, while being a charioteer, was, I would say, the mentor emeritus, if I may call him, of a certain Mr. Arjuna. And while talking of mentors, I must also mention here that while many of us fall back on mentors for our long-term goals, we also have mentors called coaches who come into our lives to take care of our short-term goals and skill development. Now, having said all of this, I had my own mentor virtually from the time when I was born? Yes, it was my father. And what really attracted to me from that time was his humble personality, a personality which made him likable and lovable to all people. He was, if I may use the word, an erudite person, a voracious reader who could speak almost about everything under the sun. And that, added to his own academic prowess in the science subjects of physics and mathematics, made him a very good speaker. In fact, I still remember the children of the society would flock to our home and listen to him attentively for his pearls of wisdom, whether it was to do with academic subjects, whether it was to do with the finer nuances of the English language, or whether it was making a career choice. In fact, like I said, virtually everything under the sun. To me, he was a mentor par excellence. As I moved into school, the shift of mentors happened from my father to my school teachers who took his place. In fact, if I can take some credit for my own proficiency in the English language today, for my own prowess in the field of engineering, which has been my forte, my interest in the arts, history, and geography, I would say a lot of that credit goes to my school teachers. And of all of these, Mrs. Chopra, my English teacher, who went beyond her call of duty, went the extra mile to ensure that I was able to get much more out of her as a teacher and mentor. Further moving on, as I went into professional life, I met or crossed roads with quite a few professionals, some of whom became mentors in my own career. In fact, one of them was Dr. Biji Kurian. And what I was fascinated most about him was that he would come in on the dot at 9 o'clock to our multinational office in Calcutta. And he would leave the gates of the building sharp at 5 o'clock. Once I mustered the courage at a party to ask him, I said, "How do you do this?" And he said, "You know what, Babu? Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Efficiency lies in how you are able to time your work and do it efficiently." In all my interactions with these mentors, if there was one thing I learned, it was that all good mentors, all supportive mentors endeavor to foster a relationship of trust building. And that is what I have learned, and I entreat all of you to do as well. In conclusion, I would like to say that mentors are like stars. They are not always seen, but they are always there to help, advise, and guide you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow. Thank you, Toastmaster Babu, for that amazing speech. Mentoring is the heart of the Toastmasters community. That's something I've come to see and believe that as a community we have thrived a lot because of mentoring. And thanks for that amazing speech. I'm sure your evaluator will have a lot to give feedback, so I will not thresh into that area. Moving ahead for the second speech, let me first call upon the evaluator and I talk about the small ritual. So this is a person whose message I receive every day. I'm sure some of you also from the group mind I see already a couple of smiles, and I look forward to that message. So these are good motivational messages, and hearing it whenever I get time, I feel something to get me moving. I go and search for its name and look for that message. So that's something which has always got me high spirit. And like he mentioned earlier, I do know him very well. I don't remember his messages because it's a broadcast, but every day I'm thankful for keeping me part of his group and sending me those motivational and inspirational messages. He's a trainer by profession and a learner by passion who believes in compassionate empathy. Welcome with a warm round of applause to Toastmaster Ranjit.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Sunish Babu, and it is with your encouraging words. My target toast speaker, Toastmaster Priya Rathore, she is attempting her pathway persuasive influence, and this project is level 4, project 1. The title of the title is communication from the distressed. She will try, the purpose of this project is for the members to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Sunish Babu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranjit. Our next speaker is a trainer and coach, and I'm always happy to have her as a friend because whenever something important happens in the club meeting, she always reaches out and invites me. So that's something I'm very, very thankful for doing that. And I also love the cooking of her mom. Last time, I think when we had met physically, so she had brought that laddus. So looking forward to next time we have a meeting and a queue from all of us over here to ask Auntie to bring some laddus to us forward. And with that, Toastmaster Priya, would you like to check audio video? On you.
Yes, I would like to check the timer cards.
Rihan, can you show the transition?
Yeah, I'm showing.
Oh, 1 second. I'll just add Toastmaster Rehan here.
Perfect. So Rihan, can you change it to green and yellow? Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes, I can. Toastmaster Rehan, would you be able to cover your screen later? Cover your camera screen?
You can put some paper in front of your camera lens. So the card will be visible.
Yeah. Great.
While we start.
Go ahead, please.
Just a second, please. I'm just. Toastmaster Vijay, could you also take up the role of the Zoom master if you don't mind till the time my speech
Yeah.
happen?
Give me the host, right?
Okay, I will do that. People just give me about a second. Yes, it is done. It is done. Done.
You're ready, right? Toastmaster Priya?
I am.
All right. So I'll give one more line of introduction. I did want to give that. So you have seen Bahubali movie, right? So the Queen Gajaham of Enunciators Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Priya, caring for the distressed, Toastmaster Priya.
The greatness of a nation and its progress can be judged through a moral compass. And the moral compass is the way we as a society treat animals. Said who? Well, a visionary leader, Mahatma Gandhi. Everybody knows about it. But I have a question to ask. How deafening can silence be? And how much really can silence hurt? Can silence really hurt? And if it does, to what extent can it? Sitting by my window pane one fine evening, especially at the time of monsoons of Mumbai, when it was raining torrentially, I saw a little four-legged soul right outside my building, wanting to find that little place which he could call his home for just a while, only to rest itself somewhere where the water will not percolate, to find and try and find a dry spot. And when it did, I was happy, witnessing this all. And then, all of a sudden, there came the security personnel from my building with the huge stick, shooing it away. In fact, even hitting it hard. Oh my God, it gave me a thud in my heart. But then the soul still arrived when he was not around. And then I thought, this is the best moment. Let me do something that I can. I took some few pieces of bread and a little milk from home. And I went downstairs, fed it, and it ate sumptuously. I thought that I would be caring about for the dog for at least a few days. I went and I told my security personnel to not bother him, and I even promised to pay him. Next day, there was a complaint in my house, and the complaint was not from the security personnel, but from the managing committee, that I am feeding dogs outside the compound. And that's when I imagined that what cruelty really looks like. Is cruelty really in the fists and the kicks and the hurt, the physical pain? Or maybe the cruelty is in our indifference towards some beautiful souls that have walked the planet. But everybody else believes that only Homo sapiens have a home in it. It also made me think that do people really think about animals the way certain people do? Talk about, do animals actually understand what love is? Well, sure they do. Think about the mother elephant who cries who really weeps incessantly when her calf dies. Think about the crows who always remember the faces of human beings, especially the kind ones. Think about those cats who happen to frequent the homes only of those people who love and care about them. And it made me think that isn't it time that we all realize that we should be able to share our planet with them in a way that you actually start to teach this in schools and colleges and allow them a place in close to your home which they can call their home. We've had verdicts from the Supreme Court and the High Court of various states and districts saying that the animals do not belong to the street. But I have one question to ask. Are we being fair? Have we taken something from them that they much deserved? Are we the ones dominating so much on? In fact, they say that human beings are the most evolved of all the species on the planet. That we are supposed to show compassion that nobody else ever did. It is the onus of providing for the animals lies on our shoulders. To care for them and to take care of them and protect them lies on our shoulders. But we rarely do. Because for us, whenever we talk about animal care, most of it is only about convenience. What is actually convenient to us? And that is about animal care. When we bring breeded animals when we bring breed and animals to our home, and we don't care about any Indian species, or when we do not give them what they really deserve, or when especially when you are on a trek to places which are religious places like Vaishno Devi or other places, you would see that the way we beat the animals, the souls, in such a way that they don't actually belong here, and they are supposed to serve us. I remember going for a training once, and we were talking about animal compassion, and we were just talking about animal care. And what did they actually start with? How animals are, how we should be kind towards animals because animals help us. They said that the horses help us because they have the beasts of burden. The other animals help us in this way and another way. I would ask, why are they really supposed to help us? Now, one thing that I would like to tell everybody out here, that animals are not yours to serve you. Animals are not here to serve you in any way. They are not here to be eaten. They are not here to be worn. They are not here to perform any entertainment for anybody. They are here to live independently, just like everybody else does. So it's not about you not being cruel to the animals. I know you wouldn't, but it's about your time to go and stand up and protect the animals when required, especially the souls who cannot speak up for themselves. Thank you so much, and over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, that was powerful. Looking at my comments, did want to get on the shoes of the evaluator. Now, I would request Toastmaster Rehan to give the time taken by the prepared speakers.
Yes. Toastmaster Babu sir has taken 7 minutes 20 seconds, and Toastmaster Priya has taken 7 minutes 33 seconds.
Oh, disqualified for best speaker. So each second matters. Very nice speech. So that's one lesson for all of us. Always remember that every second counts. After the completion of prepared speech, I'm sure many of you would be looking forward to the next session where you can also participate. So without any further ado, I would call upon the table topic master for the day. She is a teacher and loves to spread the flavor of science in people's mind. Please help me welcome with a warm round of applause Toastmaster Nidhi, the table topic master for.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, my fellow Toastmasters. And today we don't have any guest. Is this Toastmaster of the day? There is no
No,
guest
we
today?
don't. We don't have. We are visiting Toastmasters, but no guests.
Okay, fine. So my name is Nidhi Agrawal, and today I'm going to play a role of a table topic masters. So first, I would like to explain you about this role. So table topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of tabletop speech as a mini speeches with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. Guests are also can participate, but today's we don't have any guests, unfortunately. And for that time limit, I just need to clarify because just we went through some disqualification in our meeting. So each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and participants get disqualified, at 2 minutes 30 seconds after that. And what is the word of the day of today's meeting is consistent. So try to incorporate that word as much as you can do in your speeches. And after that, I just want to give you about the relation of table topic and what the today's theme. So today's theme is rituals, small acts the shape big leaves. So how we can understand that as a simplification? Today's rituals don't always involve candles, drums, or ancient chants. Sometimes they are simple as the first sip of morning coffee, or some kind heroic battle of hitting the snooze button just once more time. So these tiny acts shape our days, our habits, and sometimes even our dismisses too. So let's explore together our spontaneous speeches at the time. So I can offering you the numbers from 1 to 11, and in that you can choose any one of number, and accordingly I will show you the question. So can I see? That means I want your raise hand. So as I can see right now, Toastmaster Vijay Lakhe raising his hand. So can I give you a speech topic right now?
Yes, you can
Toastmaster
go.
Vijay Lakhe. Okay.
Yes.
So here I am showing you. Just give me a moment. So what's the number, Toastmaster Vijay Lakhe?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Give me a second. I'm showing you on screen, so it will be helpful for you.
Yeah.
Are you able to see the topic? So for you, I can read. What is one daily ritual, that sets the tone for your day? Toastmaster Vijay Lakhe, please proceed on that. Thank you.
Thank you, table topic master. For me, to set the tone is very clear in my agenda. It's not about making your bed, but for me, it's going to the gym on daily basis. And that is like something I do first thing in the morning, be it busy day, or that day is like national holiday, or that day is like something festival is there. Still I choose to go to gym because that's what sets the tone of the day. I hardly remember my days without gym, and if I do that in very unfortunate situation, it would be difficult to set the tone. I mean, it seems like you're missing something. That is how it is like that. So it would be different for all of the people, and for me gym is like something which uh, allows me to increase my confidence during the day, and I'm acting on any act like being a part of Toastmasters, or going on field meeting customers, or maybe attending the office. That's what sets the tone and give me the confidence to do anything, any difficult task, being in the pressurized situation. It would be in the office, or I mean stretching a little bit a day. I mean, that's how it is for me. So that's it from my side. Toastmaster Nidhi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Lakhe, for actually a very good explanation regarding and very impromptu speaking you are using here, and whatever the data you can collect from your mind as well, really is really good. And I can see here a hand of Toastmaster Ananya. Would I give you a number for that? Please choose from 1 to 11.
5.
Number 5. Okay, give me a second. I'm just showing you the topic. Is this visible to you?
Yes.
So the question is, which ritual helps you stay calm or centered during stressful times? So Toastmaster Ananya, the topic is, which rituals helps you stay calm or centered during stressful times?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nidhi, for this topic. Well, I'll just switch on my timer as well. There we go. Thank you so much. This is a very interesting question because I'm just coming back from training where I was teaching the medical officers and the foundation course officers that in time of chaos, how to keep our calm. And the best practice that I have always been following, it's called pause, name, and breath method. So whenever there's a chaos or there's a disturbance that is not, we are not able to get it out of our head and come back to our calm, I just take a break. I just pause from that act, go out into the nature, and just name the feeling that the overwhelming feeling, whether it's irritation, anger, fear, jealousy, whatever it is. I just name it in my mind, and then I take 3 deep breaths. Deep breath. Inhale from the nose. While inhaling, I say thank, and while exhale, I say you. So 3 times thank you with inhale and exhale. And if you can just sit for 2 minutes with your eyes closed, you actually activate your enteric nervous system, which basically helps you think more precisely with your subconscious mind. Hence, it really helps you to get the best out of the situation. And yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for the lovely topic.
Sorry, I was mute. Thank you, Toastmaster. It's really a wonderful explanation regarding how much time you are using for your stressfulness. That means to make your distress. So it's really great. Can I have another one, please, in our group?
So the listener and the grammarian, Preeti and Shweta, both have raised hands.
Okay. So can I call a Toastmaster Preeti? Toastmaster Preeti, from 1 to 11, except number 1 and 5, what number you want to have?
I will go with number 6.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Are you able to see this question? I'm just showing you, that is reading for you. What rituals in your family or culture brings people together the most? I'm repeating one more time. What ritual in your family or culture brings people together the most? Toastmaster Preeti, topic for you. Thank you.
Thank you for this topic. This is wonderful. And when you're talking about the ritual that brings the family together the most, I want to, I have a daughter who's married. So when you are talking about bringing family home, so I want her also to be included in whatever is happening at home. So although I am living in North India, but we follow the custom of Ganesh Chaturthi. So during Ganesh Chaturthi, we look out for the time when all my family members from across the world, I will say, they all know that this is the time when Preeti is going to host Ganesh Chaturthi festival at her place. And everybody seeks that reason to come down to India, to my place. So it's not only abroad my family members are coming, but across in whether they are whatever part of the country, whichever part of the country they are in, we all meet together. So my daughter, she's an army officer's wife, so she's wherever she's posted, she knows that that is the time she can meet her mother, the family members, and we all really look out and do the preparations together. We look out for the idol. We look out how we are going to do the preparations of decorations and what laddus, modaks we are going to prepare at home itself, which my mother helps me to do that. And it becomes a family ritual. So you cannot say, because we really believe unity in diversity. So it is not that if I am in the northern part of the country, I cannot celebrate the festival. We celebrate all the festivals, but this festival dearly, where I really look out, because Diwali is such a festival which everyone is celebrating at their homes. But Ganesh Chaturthi, we celebrate all together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti, to take this topic as your rituals, spiritual way. Thank you so much for your words. May I call Toastmaster Shweta, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hello, Shweta. So which number you would like to choose except 1, 5 and 6?
I was so glad nobody chose 3. 3, please.
Okay, sure, for you. So give me a moment. If your morning ritual had a theme song, what would it be? I think it suits you. If your morning ritual had a theme song, what would it be? So it's up to you now. Toastmaster Shweta, please. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi, for this very interesting and exciting question. If my morning ritual had a theme song, what would it be? I don't know if all of you have heard or all of you have seen those Bugs Bunny cartoons with the Looney Tunes music playing in the beginning. You know, it just pops up and then it starts playing. So that's how I wake up every morning. I just pop out of bed and then that tune keeps playing till, of course, something emotional happens or something else that needs to be dealt with. But yes, the Looney Tunes tune is what pops up in my head. And I can actually imagine Bugs Bunny and all these others with me. In fact, there is a movie called Space Jam, which has humans and cartoons together in that movie. And it is so energetic and highly motivational as well. So, yes, my tune is something that peps me up, keeps serious stuff at bay, at least in the beginning of the day, and energizes me throughout the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shweta. It's a very simple and thoughtful understanding we have done today with you and with your words. I would like to call Toastmaster Akanksha. Please. Toastmaster Akanksha, hello.
Please.
Okay, I will show you. Question number 2. So I'm reading for you. Give me a moment. Which childhood ritual have you carried into adulthood and why? Does it matter to you? Again, I'm repeating. Which childhood ritual have you carried into adulthood and why? Does it matter to you? So it's up to you, Toastmaster Akansha. Please, over ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. What a wonderful topic. A perfect topic for an army brat because it talks to me about consistency that I've had to maintain. That bed making ritual every morning is something that I have had to maintain my entire life, carry it into adulthood with me, and now even pass it down the generation to my children so that they understand the importance of building consistency and having a habit which is in place for everything. When we to bed in the mornings when we were children, oh my God, how upset we were about it. However, over a period of time, when I moved in to my own apartment and had to live alone, that's when realization dawned that nobody else is going to come and do that for me. It's something that I'm going to have to do on my own. After marriage, well, it's been a little bit of a task to even ask the husband, why don't you make your bed every morning? Consistency. And that is what really gets everyone enthused and together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akansha. Thank you so much for your valuable words. I would like to call Toastmaster Rehan. Toastmaster Rehan?
Yeah.
Okay. What number would you like to choose except 1, 5, 6, 3 and 2?
7.
Toastmaster
Yes.
Nidhi,
Yes, please.
Toastmaster Nidhi, Toastmaster Rehan is also the timer. So when he's speaking, I'll be the timer for him.
Yeah, please.
Just give
Thank
me
you,
about
Priya, for your help.
Yes, I will just.
So which number would you like to choose? Sorry, Rehan, I missed
11.
that. 11. Okay. Just a minute. So topic for you, how do rituals help you stay committed to long-term goals? I'm repeating one more time. How do rituals help you stay committed to long-term goals? Toastmaster Ryan, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Whenever I hear the ritual, it reminds me of the time when I was very young. And my mom used to tell me, Beta, perform the mass first whenever you get up. Do something common, which is most of the people follow. Either they are Muslim, Christian, Hindu, etc., etc. So there are some common things in every religion, like uh, salute someone. In terms of giving respect, there are some signals which we follow by using our body language. So we have to follow that, and it gives a lot of courage to perform well, to do well, to achieve the goal. Whenever you are working with mixed people, and yes, of course, we have to win each other's heart and work together, share our commitments, and push each other to get our long-term goals. So what I follow since childhood, I if I meet someone, I will just say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. These are the common practices which I do, and in this way I connect with the people, and I make a very good connection. And in this way, I move ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rehan. It's actually a very tiny things, but it's actually a valuable. These things are actually making our days. Thank you. Anybody else who wants to take a topic, please? Okay. So, Toastmaster Rehan, can you help me about to know about the disqualification of table topic speeches today, or is every speech is qualification? Please show
Every
your timer
speaker
report.
is qualified. If I say one by one, Toastmaster Vijay has taken 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Ananya 1 minute 46 seconds. Toastmaster Preeti 2 minute 23 seconds. Toastmaster Shweta 1 minute 13 seconds. And Toastmaster Akanksha 1 minute 37 seconds. Toastmaster
And
Rehan, Priya Rathod is
1 minute 46 seconds.
oh, it's a very thin line. So, so Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sunish Babu, please. This is my report of table topic masters and as well as the timer also.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for that amazing session. Let's give a warm round of applause for bringing such relatable topics to the team and gave me cues to have certain rituals for things which I didn't. So, amazing topics. Somewhat for us also. Maybe certain rituals we have already in place, maybe in the morning, and certain things we can think, but especially the last topic. What are the rituals which can help us to be committed for the long term goals? And it got me thinking, I don't have, probably I should start by writing down the long term goals and then thinking of the rituals for being committed to the same. So thank you, Table Topic Master. Moving ahead, we have a session next, and the person conducting the session is someone who is a packaging engineer working at Sealant and as a delivery sales manager. He's also passionate about fitness and public speaking. Let's welcome with a warm round of applause Toastmaster Vijay Lake. Vijay, you want to check the audio?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, clear.
Okay. So
I would also be sharing the timer screen here. And timer, I request you to again follow the same timing guidelines, 5 to 7 minutes. With yes, just a second. Yeah, and you may cover your screen timer.
Toastmasters Pia, I just need sharing rights here.
Yes, you have them. You have them.
Okay. Shall I go ahead, timer?
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
please.
Okay. Great. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As you heard about the book, it's all about how to break up with your smartphone, but that is without tears. And let me begin with the personal story of technology failure here. Uh, that I'll be taking you back in 2022. I went on solo trip. That was a business trip from Mumbai towards Pune to Nasik. I was driving all alone, and though vehicle had its own navigation, I chose to be with Google's navigation. It is convenient, right? We are more familiar with that. And I started navigating my way. Everything is scheduled. It was a 3 day schedule plan. Every meeting is fixed on that day at that time. I did my first and second day. And when I was traveling from the village towards the Nasik, there was one customer. The meeting was fixed. I had given him the word that I'll be reaching at that time. While going throughout the village, I found that my Google navigation stopped because my mobile screen went off and it is not starting at all. Now, like we are habitual, now we are dependent that we should not be asking anybody a path. You have Google Maps location, you can just put it there and you can go to your customer's place. Now it's a completely failure, right? You are in a remote place, foreign territory, nobody knows you, and you are not having the Google Map as well. You cannot call, nothing, everything is shut down. I mean, earlier you were using consistently the smartphone to navigate, and now it's not there. You cannot call, do nothing at all in that situation. I got panic in that situation, and I did not know where to move, whether to move back or forward because I was not having the navigation. And that time I realized that how much we are dependent on the technology. I had to literally get out of the car and ask a passerby person where to head, whether to right or left. That was the misery at that time. So that's how we can see that how much dependent we are on technology, and that book is all about that only. Let me show you the screen here. Hope you all can see my screen here.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, good. So the author of the book is Catherine Price, and she is directly saying that how to break up with your phone. I mean, it does not mean that you need to throw away your phone, but you need to just be better with that. To consider it as a tool, not an organ of your body. So going forward, yeah, smartphones are amazing and they are getting amazing and amazing day by day, as we can know that. But the problem is we often use them without thinking. We just reach out to our phone without thinking and just keep scrolling the smartphone all the time without thinking about anything. We are upset, we just reach to our smartphone and just keep scrolling. We are happy, we are just reach out to our smartphone, open the social media, open the WhatsApp, or just we wanted to check unintentionally. So this book is all about to treat smartphone as a tool and gain control of our life, take back our time from the smartphone. Why we get addicted? Now you can look at the apps here, the tempting apps which are being used consistently. For example, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all those are colorful apps. Whenever you open those apps, you'll see that you're tempted to be there for a longer time. No doubt that. I mean, you're wasting more and more time there. If you have posted something over there, you'll see that you're getting the notifications or messages that somebody has commented on your post. You'll be reaching out to that app again you're just getting engaged over there, and after that you're just moving it to the reels, and you don't know how much time you're spending on that. That's what author is trying to say here. Instead of be there for a minute. We are wasting more than 1 hour. You can check your digital well-being. Everybody has their digital well-being in their smartphone. Just check it, how much time you have spent yesterday, and you'll see the mirror. You'll see that how much time unnecessarily you're spending on the smartphone. So again, these apps are there to be, to be there for all the time, to glue there. It means what will happen with that? It will reduce your focus and productivity ultimately. So if you are working on something, you just got notified by any app, you just go to that app and your focus is completely devastated. It'll impact on your mental well-being and as well as sleep pattern. If you look at the smartphone, they radiate the blue light, which impacts our retina, which is going to hamper our sleep. It means we are missing the real life moment. Instead of connecting real life people in life, we are just virtually be there for all the time. That's the problem with the smartphone. We need to understand that. The wake up call is we need to track how much time we are spending on daily basis. We are just looking at the smartphone 5 hours today. Yesterday I had spent almost 7 hours. Oh, that is the eye opening, right? That is the eye opening. We need to just take down on this. Instead of spending just required time on that, we are spending hours and hours on that. That's literally panicking, and that's alarming situation. No more smoking and alcohol drinking is kind of addiction. You can consider this is the bad addiction we are gonna having nowadays. So what you can do, just track your timeline in the digital well-being app. That's what the author says here. And what all are the triggers are there? Triggers are notifications from the applications, or you're getting unnecessary notification sound, whether you can mute them, whether you can just mute all the notification, or you can delete all those apps which are tempting and wasting your time. It's a decision you need to make. I made a decision yesterday that I should be removing this Instagram, though it's a productive app, but it is wasting a lot of time. It takes a bold decision. It's not easier. You'll miss that. If you delete that app, you'll miss that. You need to reinstall that again and again. That's the problem with these apps. This plays with our psychology. You need to understand these colors which are playing with our eyes and psychology, and which will help us to glue there and there itself. So here author says that what we can do, notice the triggers, track your phone usage from the digital well-being, remove the distracting apps, remove it from the front screen. If you want that app, you can keep it, but apply something there like timer, restriction. For example, you're going to use it this Instagram for 10 minutes today or 15 minutes. Just apply there, and it will give you the notification that your time is about to end, right? Instead of that, you find something else, right? Yeah, you need to reach out to the phone. You can go and read some books, play a physical activity, go to the gym. You can find something different instead of reaching phone again and again. Again, what you can do to alter that, turn off the notification, turn your screen to the grayscale mode. It will give you the black and white kind of effect. Remember your earlier days in childhood, you used to watch the black and white TV. It doesn't impact that much on your eyes. So that's what you need to turn your screen into the black and white, so you are not tempted to go to that screen again and again. So just keep your phones away from your bed or your table you are working. That's what you can do. So again, you need to take the challenge right here. You need to reclaim your brain before unlocking. Ask yourself, what do I want to do? If you don't know, maybe you didn't need the phone. Try single tasking and mindfulness exercise. Challenge yourself that you should be keeping away your phone during that activity. For example, you are in the gym right now. You need to focus in the gym. I've seen a lot of people there who do one exercise and then they'll reach out to their phone. And then they are again busy with their phone. That's the problem. So just see, after following schedule for a week or a month whether you are doing good or not, whether you actually restricted your usage or not. That you need to figure out. You'll realize that you are having the better sleep, more focus, and you are not anxious like earlier. Takeaways. Key takeaways from these books are like basically to get back our time, whether which we are wasting on the smartphone, getting our attention back, being more focused, and being more productive on this in this case. That's it from my side. Over to you, Sunish.
Thank you, Vijay, for sharing that amazing book review. Many of us do struggle with the phone. I'm also guilty of that. Doesn't matter how much I try to control that, still I realize after 1 hour that I have been holding the phone in my hand. I don't even realize how I spent the time. And I could see the pain in your eyes when you uninstalled Instagram yesterday when you shared that.
Yeah.
Now, moving ahead with the next session, that is the general evaluation. As Toastmasters, we always look for that feedback, the areas where we did well and how we could improve upon. And to conduct that, we have someone who have taken several club officer role. He has been an area director in past, and he is a very, very versatile speaker. The first time I heard him was when he gave a talking speech, and I remind him even now, amazing vocal variety and presence of mind in drafting and delivering speech. A speaker whom we all look forward to. And in Enunciators Club, he's famous for delivering the Chuma speech. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Ranga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunish. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. One advantage of being consistent in Toastmasters is not only you get a chance to hear good things about you, you also get a target to achieve. So whatever you said, some of them I will take it as a target for my future projects. Thank you so much. But once again, thanks for the wonderful welcome. As a general evaluator, it is my responsibility to have already started listening to everything that is being said. Though my wife doesn't believe that I'm a good listener, so I would say I started observing everything that happened in the meeting from the beginning, and it's my responsibility to give a valuable feedback as to what went okay or things that we could have done better. This is going to be in 3 parts. The first part is we had members of the club who came and gave the prepared speech, and their evaluators will come and share their evaluation speech. The second part will be where 4 volunteers have come forward to play specific roles of grammarian, timer, and or counter as well as the listener. They will share their reports. And the third and final one, I will try to give my own dhyan of what probably could have been done better in the overall context of the Toastmaster meeting. Without losing much time, let's begin with our first session, which is the evaluation speech. I request Toastmaster Arindam to give the evaluation speech for Toastmaster Babu. And before that, let me not make a mistake. Let me call timer to give the timing guideline for evaluation speech. Hold on, Arindam, for a second.
Our timer, Toastmaster Rehan, seems to be dropped off. So
No, I'm here.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, you want...
Okay. Without further ado, let me share the guideline for speech evaluator. Yeah, for speech evaluator, the similar timeline which we followed earlier, 2 minutes and 30-second is 2 minute 30-second and 3 minute followed by 30-second grace period.
To make it clear, it is 2 to 3 minutes, upper time limit of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rehan. And with that, let's hand over the stage to Toastmaster Arindam.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Ranga. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. This is the timeless idea that we always get reminded about. But greatness isn't achieved alone. We require mentors in our journey. There are many specific things which I liked in your speech, but if I had to choose the top three, the first one was the clarity in explaining the mentoring process. You broke down the difference between mentoring, which is a long-term goal, and coaching, which is a short-term goal, in simple, relatable terms. And your examples were very specific and to the point, which made me more relatable. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Vikram Sarabhai, APJ Abdul Kalam, and even your own English teacher, Mrs. Chopra, and Toastmaster Babu. Wonderfully constructed. The second part was the structured organization. Your points flowed very logically. You talked about what mentoring is, what is the role of a mentor, and you encapsulated this entire journey through your father, your school days, your engineering, and your professional life. I love that aspect. The message was very easy to follow. No flowery words, but a simple, consistently well developed structure. I love that approach. The third part was a consistent, warm, and encouraging tone. Whenever you talk about mentoring, it has to come from within, and and this is perfectly aligned with the spirit of this project. If I can say that you not only spoke about mentoring, but you also embodied the the attitude which a mentor has, the caring attitude. I love that aspect. In terms of recommendations, I would not use the word recommendations. I would slightly change it to refinements. Two specific refinements I would use it because it's a well constructed speech. And the first part was about more vivid storytelling. You already shared many experiences, but I would have loved if you have given a specific or an exact advice which a mentor had given you, or let's say a specific challenge which you overcome with the help of a mentor. And the second part was audience involvement. When I'm talking about audience involvement, the topic mentoring is such that it is relationship based topic. So for that, maybe you could have invited the audience to reflect with some rhetoric question like, uh, maybe who was the first person who believed in you, something of that sort, so that the audience can take away something. But having said that, that speech which you have given had very warm and consistent delivery. It had a very warm, soothing tone with great structure, clarity, just two small refinements with respect to a impactful story, and some part of rhetorical questions at the end could have given it much more impact. Thank you, and it was a pleasure listening to you. Thank you very much. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Arindam. That was a wonderful and very precise evaluation speech, and it covered all the standard protocols related to the evaluation. And no wonder, as a divisional champion, I have nothing more to add to your evaluation speech. And congratulations to both the speaker and the evaluator. Now let's move on to Toastmaster Ranjiv to evaluate Toastmaster Priya's speech.
Call. So I don't know everyone has attention towards me. So believe me, every morning at my gallery, one crow comes and start making noise. Believe me, this is a consistent every day. And what this is a love offered by crow to the love which we are giving to her or him. When I heard our target speaker Priya sharing emotional story with many stories in her this speech, I was just echoing and I was thinking, yes, are we really doing? Yes, many people doing. At my home also it is being done. My target speaker Priya Rathod was very emotional when she was sharing her story, because uh, as a people, everyone doesn't understand the language of animal, birds. Certainly some people and many people are definitely offering some or other thing. So when my target speaker was speaking, I would like to give commendation very, very clear when expressing her emotions. She was able to connect to the audience when she asked the question. Our silence is also, or if we are not doing anything, is it dumb? Listen, if we are not listening, whether we are listening, dumb is also not listening. And she was able to express her, or she was able to persuade the audience. This was an objective of her speech. So very, very clear in persuasion, emotional connect, as well as audience connect. When it comes to any speech, there are some of the area which we could always work on. And when I was able to hear some of emotional expressions, when the speaker could have shared her own story, what she does for the animals. She shared one incident, but in future also how she can help animals, birds. Second, one recommendation will be what are the laws which was not clear to the audience. So as listener, I was not able to get the message from what is the law. So these are the two things which, if she could have included, it would have been much persuaded. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Ranga.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ranjeev. That was a wonderful, well-rounded speech evaluation. I would just like to add one point. Priya Rathore, it was part of your persuasive influence topic, project way topic, and you were trying to communicate. One point probably you could have just a little more of a call to action at the end of the day. Especially the topic is quite, I would say, topical by itself. You know, everybody is talking in newspaper, TV, all over. And you brought a very good perspective of the animal lovers view, and you could have made that a little more stress on the conclusion. Probably ran out of time, that prevented you from making it a little more crisp and precise call for action. The rest of things what when you said is quite applicable, and both evaluator and speaker deserve a good applause. Yeah. Let's move on to the next part. I request Toastmaster timer Rehan to come forward and share the timing.
Yeah, both are qualified. Toastmaster Nirindam has taken 2 minutes 51 seconds, and Toastmaster Ranjiv has taken 3 minutes 10 seconds. Both are qualified. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rehan. I think you're playing the role for the first time, as I understand, and you did a phenomenal job of managing the timing. Except in the beginning, when you were showing, you took time to change over from green, yellow, all that. In online meeting, typically it is better to keep the white screen always locked in and show that quickly so that, you know, the actual speech timing, you will not be able to miss the sequence. And I also noticed that the timer screen was shared along with the spotlighted speaker, only off for the second speaker. It was not done for the first speaker. Probably the whoever was controlling the technology should also make a note of it, because it is for both the audience as well as the speaker. They need to notice. Wonderful job done first time, despite being first time. Toastmaster Rehan, you did a phenomenal job. Let's give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Toastmaster our founder Ananya. May I request you to come forward and share your report?
Yes, thank you so much, General Toastmaster Ranga. So, okay, so I'll go one by one. Toastmaster Vijay made two ah and one so, one repeat word that comes to four. Thereafter, our Toastmaster of the day, Sunish, added but twice and twice and coming to Priya, our Toastmaster Priya, first speaker, took one and one long pause. There was one repeat word as well. TM Rehan had one one and three long pauses during the first changing of the color screen. I also did two repeat words, so I have noted mine. If there are more, please do highlight. And TM Ranjiv, I think he did 4 one like, and 2 repeat words. So in total, there are 26 as a team. I think, yeah, that's that. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananya. That's wonderful. Being self-aware is also a good trait. And you, even though you were counting for others and ums, you also managed to do it for yourself, which is really a rare quality. I mean, when we notice others, we lose track of our own behavior. And I think that self-awareness brings extra things to the role that you are playing. Congratulations again. I probably were playing the role for the first time. Yeah, excellent. I think she deserves all the kudos. Now, let's move on to, I'm going to call the grammarian next because before grammarian, I'm going to call the listener and then I'll call the grammarian because grammarian will get extra opportunity to count how many more times you are using the word. Okay. So let's move on to the listener of the day, Toastmaster Preeti.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling me. So I would really want to know how well did you listen to everyone who was speaking? Beginning with the presiding officer, Mr. Babu Narayan. Please, if anybody can tell me, who should we model according to him? Yes. Our counter, Ananya Bhattacharya, please say.
Babu sir's father was his role model.
He said who should we model? Yes. Nidhi, table topic
Thank you,
master.
ma'am. It's a sir's teacher, Chopra ma'am.
Okay. I'm looking for the correct answer. So, how attentively you were listening to him? In the very beginning, he said, who should we model? Yes, Ranga sir.
Yeah, I think you were talking about this when he is introducing the topic, and he talked about the cricket player and comparison with our none other than Virendra Sehwag. And then he said, though you may have a model, but ultimately you have to model your own.
Ultimately, you have to model your own. Absolutely correct. There was another hand, Sunish. TMOD.
Mentor. I was going to say mentor.
But the correct answer is ourselves. Am I right, sir? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next, what did evaluator 1, Arindam, say? He said, when was Toastmaster chartered? Yes, table topic master.
Before 1 year?
Yeah.
Before 1 year?
Anybody else wants to try? He said it was the last year, so you are the closest. And also he said that he loved what? What did he love? Okay, again, table topic master.
Make up his bed.
Okay. I'm talking of initially, what was he saying? Yes, grammarian, Toastmaster Shweta.
The collaboration and the support that all the Toastmaster clubs give each other.
Okay. In the beginning, he just started. What did he love?
There was no chocolate for sure here. I would have remembered.
So he loved the energy of the Madam SAA. So please excuse me for not saying the complete thing. So next, so I take this credit to myself. So what did TMOD Sunish thank all for?
For keeping the video cameras on.
Absolutely, absolutely correct. He thanked everyone for keeping their videos on. So what is ritual for SAA Akanksha Patankar?
Making a bed.
Yes.
Yeah. Is the answer correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. A very simple question to all. Grammarian Toastmaster Shweta said to use boldly what? Simplest
Can you
question.
repeat the question?
Consistent.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the word for the day. And our counter Ananya, who is she?
She's a
Introduced herself.
Nutritionist.
nutritionist and a lifetime coach.
Yes.
And we
correct.
remember she's not a journalist.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Timer Toastmaster Rehan. How much time did he say did Toastmaster Priya take to speak today?
7 minutes,
Minutes
33
46
seconds.
seconds.
Who said that? Okay, sir. All right. Okay. Fine. And did you hear when I was speaking? Who am I?
Podcaster.
Your podcast.
Yes, I am a podcaster. Thank you. Thank you so much. Coming
That's
back.
a very deep question, though. Who am I?
Okay. Thank you. So, going back again to presiding officer Babu Narayan, sir. So, what did Sir says that what is the ideology of mentoring? What ideology of mentoring does he follow? He understands. He told us.
To establish your own identity, set goals, reach them, and a mentor is somebody that you can fall back on. But the work is to be done by us ourselves.
Okay. Good. Anybody else wants to try? He follows ancient ideology. He talked about Arjuna, Krishna, and he mentioned about the ancient ideology. Thank you, sir. That was a good one. So, speaker 2, Toastmaster Priya Rathore, was mentioning who came with a huge stick.
The watchman of her building.
Okay, the word that she used?
Security.
Community manager.
Security personnel.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. So, table topic, TM Vijay Lakhe. He says, what will be different for all?
Morning ritual.
Habits, the consistent habits that we practice or the rituals can be different for all.
Yeah, correct. And table topic master Nidhi Agarwal said, unfortunately, we do not have
any guests.
Correct, yes. Unfortunately, today in the meeting, we do not have any guests. And Toastmaster Shweta. So, what does her ritual tone do? She chose one, she was asked to choose the theme song. So, she chooses it according to what will it do to her.
So I think it's cartoon.
Yes, that's what she said, cartoon. Yes, correct. But why did she choose cartoon? What
She
does
jumps out of the bed. Yeah,
okay. If I'm looking for the
It
word that
starts
she used.
directly. The song starts directly, that's all.
Like the cartoon jumps on the screen with the tune, so does she out of the bed. Same.
Okay. Okay. Any other guess? Shouldn't be a guess. It should be the correct answer. Am I taking a long time? It peps her up.
Yes, you are taking a lot.
Okay. Oh, my time is already up. I did not see. But my list is long because I noted of everybody something or the other. So I have to stop here that I've already exceeded the time.
Thanks, Preeti. That was a wonderfully crafted one, and you did not spare anybody. You have picked up every speaker, and you had the
My
opportunity
list is big.
I
still
know.
have so many people here, but yes,
I know. Yeah, but I think
Questions were interesting, of course.
yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
Thank
The
you.
time also matters. So I think within that time frame you have to complete. So it's fine. I think you managed well, and wonderful job.
Thank you.
Am I
Sir.
audible? Yeah, wonderful job done. I think this is how you keep track, and listener role is not being played in all the club meetings. Some Toastmasters club only follow, and I appreciate Enunciators for doing this religiously, rigorously, and consistently.
One just
Great
last question, please allow me.
Okay.
I just want to know. It's a very simple one. Why did you ask Toastmaster Arindam to hold?
Okay, I called him before.
Wait, no, you are not going to tell the answer.
So that the timer could come and set the time guidelines.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Preeti. Thank you, Preeti. You wanted to complete that. You included everybody, including general evaluator. That's a good one.
So much for your dare. Still, you took few seconds.
Thank you so much. Now let's move on to Toastmaster Shweta for the grammarian role. Welcome on the stage, Shweta.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator Ranga sir. Fellow Toastmasters, here's my ritual of observation turned into a report. Throughout the meeting, I listened to beautiful phrases, crisp sentences, creative expressions, and of course, our word of the day, consistent. Some of you used it consistently, and some of you were avoiding it consistently, including me during the table topic speech. Either way, I admire the commitment. Here are a few language highlights I caught, and these sentences sparked surprise and stood taller than the rest. So here goes my serious glasses on. Our Sergeant at Arms, Akanksha, Toastmaster Akanksha, she used the word seamless meeting, and it has been so. It has been a seamless meeting. Babu sir, mentor par excellence, mentor emeritus, mentoring the ring of success. Oh my God. and you are mentoring all of us. You used words like prowess, prolific, shades of something in her, modeling our own dreams, carve our own paths, set goals, reach them, look up to someone, fall back on someone. My, if we find somebody like that, our lives will be fulfilled. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Arindam. The first thing that popped up was you said, nothing to lose. And then you used words like holding hands between different clubs of Toastmasters. You started your evaluation speech with excellence is not an act, but a habit, which we will all remember since this is all about a day of inculcating rituals. You used phrases like flowery words, embody an attitude. Toastmasters Sunish, the first thing that you kept was not just the ball rolling, but you said keep the energy rolling. Necessity is the mother of invention. Toastmaster Priya used a very emotional, she took us on an emotional tour. She gave us words like moral compass, deafening silence, torrential, four-legged soul, evolved compassion, onus. Thank you for that. Toastmaster Nidhi, she used something that was so precise. She said, while we were giving the table topic speeches, she said, collect the data from your mind and express it. That was spot on. Toastmaster Preeti, you use something that keeps us all together in this country and the world. Unity in diversity. Toastmaster Vijay, tech failure rather caused him misery. He used the word misery there. Phone is a tool, not an organ of our body. If we take this forward, I'm sure all of us will succeed. He said, take back our time. Health is devastated. And he made the bold decision to delete the Insta app to reclaim his brain. His words exactly. All right. And some not so, I would not say not so, I would say some room for improvement. The first thing, as I have always said earlier as well, please focus on our pronunciation, and consistently we add or delete the article the. For example, I am presenting yellow card or I am presenting red card. It should be I am presenting the yellow card at so and so time. I am presenting the green card at so and so time. It is a specific thing that you're referring to, so you have to add the. There was somebody who said very much clear. So that's two superlatives together. You could just say very clear, or you could say very much followed by a verb. Sentence formation. I have noticed that we all come from different places. Like Toastmaster Preeti said, unity in diversity. We are the diverse lot. We think in our native languages, but we want to express in English. I would encourage everyone to think in English if you want to express in English. Regarding that, there is a lot here, but I would not like to go there. But overall, it's been a wonderful session. The goal is not perfection, it's progress through consistent practice. And that, my fellow Toastmasters, is the true power of small linguistic rituals. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. I have seen you in earlier club meetings as well. Every time you explain about the role when you begin, you bring in a variety. Same role you are trying to explain, and also today you combined it with the theme of the day. You referred it to the theme of the day and brought a good connection between them. And in that process, you also brought variety. A wonderful job done and excellent. You had noted down every user, everyone who used the word of the day, and also you covered all the good usages. And you also, towards the end, certainly reminded people about what they could have probably avoided. Probably more than one speaker and subject. So that's a good one. Let's give a huge round of applause to Shweta. Now, I think we are way behind time, but I'm going to take a couple of minutes to complete my part of the general evaluation, which is the overall observation, what we could have done and what we could have done better. Toastmaster Akanksha, you started the meeting almost on time, probably a couple of minutes delayed, but you started on time and you brought in energy to the whole meeting. I have seen you playing this role earlier too, and each time you are trying to bring some variety and involve the crowd and with some josh in the meeting. Wonderful way to start. Except that I do not, maybe it's my listening problem. You didn't talk about the mission statement of the club, which is one of the consistent ritual requirements in our club. Probably next time you may not like to miss that. If you have done it today, and it may be I didn't hear you correctly. Let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Pandya. President Babu, I'll come to towards the end. Toastmaster of the day, Sunish. You have brought a topic which is ritual, consistency, all of that brought together. You explained the role very well. You brought the meeting to a certain point. Excellent. And you had kept the audience on quite inquisitive on what you are going to come up with. Only one suggestion, if I can say, is Toastmaster of the day normally keeps saying couple of minutes on the topic between each session. That way you have a time to complete what you wanted to say and then bring in different aspects of that consistency and ritual that you want to talk about. But today probably you started well and then you directly entered into the 3 sessions. And between sessions probably you've not used the opportunity. Role of the Toastmaster of the day is play the role of an anchor and stick the various sessions together in an interesting way, in an engaging way. Probably towards the end, you will try to cover the remaining aspect, but maintain it consistently through the topic so that it keeps the audience engagement alive and stitching the various sessions together. Wonderful job, Sunish. I have heard you several times and you also keep everybody motivated with the introduction. Excellent way to do the thing. Thank you so much. Now let's move on to the next role player, that is Toastmaster Nidhi, who played the role of table topic master. Wow, wonderful. Same topic, same question, but with a twist, which is also connected to the topic of the day, theme of the day, which is the right thing to do. That way people know in general what you're talking about. At the same time, no 2 topics are same. People had the opportunity to innovate there. And almost everybody had opportunity to speak about whatever was given to them. There was no confusion what you were trying to tell them. I think that they got the grasp of what you wanted to say and they covered it in 2 minutes. Well done. And keep it up. And we look forward to more of that kind of a role. Let's give a huge round of applause to our table topic master. Now, I have covered everybody except president of the club. Like Toastmaster Babu always starts the meeting with a good story, more motivating story for the morning. And we also connected with the Toastmaster's journey that all of us pursue with passion. And that's the purpose of the preparing officer. When he starts the meeting, he sets the whole tone. And that's the thing. I always have a lot of things to learn from him. And he brought that variety today also. Every time he comes up with an innovative story and bring the whole topic into the topic of the day in focus. And well done, Toastmaster Babu. Thank you for your wonderful role that you played. Only one suggestion is, I think people still refer your role as the trading officer. I'll repeat it for the probably nth time maybe. When a president of a club playing the role of presiding officer, he should be called simply president. Unless somebody else is standing in for him, then only use the term presiding officer. When the president himself is playing, we simply call president. That need to be noted, and I believe that's a protocol or more appropriate word to use. That's it from my side. I don't have anything much to add. I think I know we are way behind the time. Let me hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Sunish Babu.
Thank you, thank you, General Evaluator, for that amazing session. And we are on time. So I just so I have an agenda by son and she's supposed to give handover at 12:40 and right on 12:40 you gave me the handover and guilty as charged. I missed the transition. Having VP, so I'm always on the time, always a particular priority for me only. And somewhere I realized that right, speaking between the transition, probably we will go. To wrap up, and before I get into wrap up, I will see you guys again. So, quick 2 points of sharing is have your introduction. Today I got introduction from Shweta and Arindam, and Babu is a very versatile experience without me giving introduction. He was able to give up a nice introduction and feel made us feel good. Everybody will not be able to do that. As Toastmasters, that is one thing we learn how to share our introduction with people. Outside also when we go, we go. So have an introduction ready with you. It will make your work so easy introduction, how you want to be introduced. And going ahead with the theme of the day to wrap up, what I would like you to have a take away is have certain rituals in mind. Maybe in the morning time, how you want to prime yourself so you are in the right emotion and energy throughout the day. In the evening, probably have a ritual how you want to see your day. So you are wrapped up and then you can relax before you go to sleep. If you are planning to give a speech to calm your nerves or to better deliver, what are the certain rituals you can have for yourself? Now, what are the options you have in terms of the various activity you can choose? It can be certain something like breathing exercise. I think I like what Toastmaster Ananya brought in our conversation. You breathe, pause, and name it. Maybe something like that if you want to get a hold of your emotion. Maybe water. Every time you are sipping a proper drink of water, having a clarity, intention, how you want to drink it. Maybe journaling, maybe gratitude practices. There are many things. If we look to somewhere, the president started with mentoring. If we look at sportsmen, celebrities, many of them have the rituals. Be it Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, uh, basketball players, tennis players. Everybody have rituals to prime their mind in the best way. So we can bring that for ourselves as well. I'm sure you can go back, research, explore what is it that works for you, and probably use a word of the day, use it consistently in your life. And I see the Premier raise her hand. Before I give to the president, I'll ask Premier. Yes. Yes, you can unmute or if not the host. Yes.
Yes. I would like to, since General Advisor Ranga sir had given me the charge to count the word consistent right till the end, I would like to say that he's the winner today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shweta. So the grammarian is on the duty right from the start to the end. I'm probably sure even after President's speech, she might again raise her and one more count is there. Thank you, Shweta. And it was lovely to have all of you on this Sunday morning and in such engaging audience. Over to President Babu.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Sanish. What a wonderful session that has been over the last couple of hours. Let us all put our hands together first and give Toastmaster Sanish a huge round of applause for taking us through the session this morning. Wonderfully done. If I were a non-member and I were attending the Enunciators Club for the first time and somebody asked me, what were your takeaways for the meeting? I would say that the club has been very consistent on a few parameters. Number one, when it comes to empathy, we've established this as a ritual, or may I say a habit, where we step in for another role player when he or she is not available. And I think that's a very good sign and a very good ritual that we follow. The second is commitment. Can you imagine Toastmaster Priya being here today when her sister's Mehendi is going on, and to be able to give a speech and sit right through the session? I think this exemplifies the commitment that Priya and all of us put into the club and the club meetings. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Thirdly, it's the camaraderie that counts in Toastmasters. And today, if you have seen, we have, of course, we always consider Toastmaster Ranga as our own member. But we've had Toastmaster Arindam, who has come here as a speech evaluator. And let me tell you one thing, champions at division and district level are always much sought after. And I'm sure that his timetable is chock a block with invitations and speeches and role plays. And despite all of that, he has come here today and given us his few words of wisdom. Let us give Toastmaster Arindam a huge, huge round of applause. And sir, we welcome you to our future sessions and embellish them even much more. But for me, if I have to say the main takeaway, it's not that we are unique in terms of a book review or we have a listener's role. Yes, definitely that's very, very important. But it is the kind of effort that is put into the auxiliary roles, the timer role, the R counter's role, the grammarian role, and the listener's role. The amount of commitment, the energy that is put into these roles, session in and session out, I think is really exemplary. And today I would like to single out all the auxiliary role players for having done a wonderful job and for doing it at every session. Let's give all of them a huge round of applause. So, taking a cue from the Toastmaster of the day, let us make all these takeaways as a ritual part of our sessions. Let it all form into a ritualistic pattern so that we do in and session out every fortnight that we meet here. So, on that note, let me hand over the reins of the session to our VP Education for the rest of the ceremonies here and the formalities. Over to you, Toastmaster Priya.
Uh, yes, can we all come on camera mode so we can just take a very, very quick picture? And I'd like Toastmaster Vijay Lucky to take a screenshot. Everyone, hearts out. Done? Okay.
Memory is captured.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And just please hold on for the last ritual that we do, which is pose. So, yes, now those are going to be on your screen. Launch them right now. Yes. We don't have a prepared speaker, so obviously the winner is Toastmaster Babu, so but you can vote for the rest.
Yeah, I can't vote as I'm a host.
Yes. Yes, you cannot vote today, but
I can see the voting.
yes, you can. Just a few more seconds, please, everybody. Just a few more seconds. All right, I have the results with me right now. And I end the polls. Very quickly to let everybody know, the winners for today's meeting. We did not have a prepared speaker. The only one speaker was there. The best evaluator, it goes to our district champion, Toastmaster Arindam Bhattacharya. Toastmaster Arindam.
I'm not a district champion.
Not yet a district champion.
Division champion.
Soon to
It's
be,
really
soon to be
nice
district
hear from-
champion.
Oh, yes, soon to be. Correct. Yes, Toastmaster Arindam. And then we have the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Shweta Sharma. And the best auxiliary role player unanimously went to, again, whenever she comes, I don't know. But again, Toastmaster Shweta Sharma, to you again, the best auxiliary role player, that of a grammarian. And then the best of big three goes to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ranganathan Raman. Thank you, everybody, for this. And see you all again. Now, we have, in the month of December, we have a semi-annual conference. Ideally, Enunciators Toastmasters Club meets once in 3 months. So we were scheduled to meet in December. However, we have decided not to keep the meeting in December. We've decided to keep it in January because we want everyone to come for the semi-annual conference here. You're really going to enjoy yourself. You're going to be brushing your shoulders with veterans in Toastmasters Club and just having a good network with people. I'm going to share the details with that on our group, and we will take it forward from there. For now, enjoy the best of your Sunday. And I have to go for Mehendi. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.